Howdy, howdy. Welcome all. Welcome to another Old School Gamer. We are continuing our fun in SimCity. Before we get too far along, I am bringing back the jazz this session. The other thing is that I actually have a little bit of a new setup. With our work from home, I actually have a different monitor in place. It is a lower resolution, but a better color. So let me know if you notice any issues or see any differences. I actually have to hide my controls now in the background so I don't see too many previews or anything like that. So I apologize if anything is a bit off. Let's see, I'm going to turn this down just a hair. There we go. I think that's a little better balanced for the audio. There we go. Let me know if the music's too quiet and we will adjust accordingly. But in the meantime, we have our city. Last we left off, we did a little bit of rebuilding. Our city has been decently profitable. And I'm hoping to continue that trend. So I'm actually going to go ahead and hit the cheetah button. So we have a pretty fair demand on all three industries: residential, commercial, and industrial. We are making about 300 around. Let's take a look at our city statistics while we're doing that. Windows map. Oh, that's so fun. Alright. And we'll just let the money roll in the background. All right, firepower. So up here in the north quadrant, we don't have that much fire coverage, but at least it's not too bad. Wealth distribution. Don't have much to do with that. Pollution. What a surprise. The industrial areas have pollution. Let's see, that's going to include... Yep, because there's that industrial area there. And then we definitely have the roads contributing to that problem. As usual. You know, this is the year 2154. We should have more electric cars anyway. So, that's my opinion. Let's take a look at what people are saying about our city. Let's raise the taxes. Are you kidding? We're actually making money. I don't want to scare people away. No advice, no advice. Proud to report that crime is at an all-time low. Our coverage is great. Hospitals are good. Education's good. No advice. Hey. Alright, looks like we still have a little bit of a crime problem in this section over here, if I'm guessing right. And up in this industrial area. Of course, that's further away from police services, so I'm not too surprised that we're having a little bit of an issue there. So be it. Population densities. Water coverage is still good. I guess I could use this map to help find brownouts and water distribution issues. And those are our roads. Nothing much to see there. So that's good. We're gonna go ahead and minimize that. Let's take a look. Ordinances, population. Ah. Oh, this is fun. So here is our age curve for population. Let's see, education, workforce. Till age, EQ, I'm not sure what that means. And let's see, resident age, workforce, health. I mean, that looks pretty decent. Oh, I'm gonna cough. And then I'm gonna say hi. Excuse me. Shaw, welcome. Glad you could make it. How are you doing? Right now, I'm just looking through some of the different things that I never look at in here. Ah, electronics. Not much in these industries. Stream is a little laggy tonight. Yeah, I was getting a little bit of a, oh, what is it called? Like a iffy connection at the beginning of the stream. I wonder if that's affected things as it's gone through. Is it just laggy, or is it like actually jittering or jerking around or anything like that? Forget buffering. Okay, gotcha. Well, hopefully things do clear up a little bit as it goes along. I'm not getting as high of a bit rate as I normally do. Also, usually I'm getting around 6,000 to or 6,200. I'm getting 5861 at the moment. I'm gonna hit refresh on my statistics here and just see if it's lying to me or if it's showing anything new. Huh? No, it's pretty consistent right now. All right, let's compare our population to the surrounding area. That was not my stomach. No, it's just I'm centered over the zoo right now. All right, population of 8,000. We are outpacing all the neighboring cities. I'm not sure if that's good or not. I don't even know if this is healthy growth right now, but here we are. Let's see. Auto go to, sound effects. Fine. All right. Tony, welcome. Yeah, this is Bitter Games. That's an interesting headline, so I might look at that one. Yeah, SimCity 2000. We're just having some fun with it. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do not hire me as a city planner. All right, Bitter Games. Prestopia will be host to the Gray Games this year. The Gray Games are a track and field competition for citizens over 50 years of age. The games are an inspiration of Marlon Bryant, Grand Poobah of the Gray Parrots. Each year, Prestopia finds itself with more and more active elderly. Well, I suppose that's a good thing. Averred Bryant. They just need an outlet for their energy, just as colorful as kids do. Health experts disagree on the health benefits of games. One doctor pointed out the cardiovascular improvements of training, while another talked about the exacerbated time the aged need to heal. The adoring lawyer knelt down to kiss Mayor SimCity 2000 Mayor's feet and got kneed in the eyeball as the mayor bent to gather fallen speech notes. Afghanistan brawl. Some things never change in 2166. Call Keanu Reeves to assess the situation on that. We've got a city to burn. Troops in Afghanistan battled independent factions around the government tank column in Afghanistan's southeastern rural provinces. At last report, adversaries under the semi-controlled leadership of a man known only as the Bumpy Piglet were poised to destroy the tank column. Moving to aid the tank column, loyalists and government-sanctioned factions set up tenuous positions close to the tank column. Both sides have been hampered by foul weather and a lack of avenues in the area. A local sandwich shop created a special hoagie to commemorate the occasion. The large, smoothly modeled Snail Deluxe. When asked his opinion, the mayor asserted, "No, sir, I don't like it," he sighed. "Please don't quote me on that." I just love some of the randomness of the newspapers. All right. So after going over some of the statistics and looking at charts which relay absolutely no information or information to me in a meaningful way. Oh, that was fast. All right, well, I'm going to ignore that one. It's been enough story time at the moment. Goals for... Why am I suddenly getting, like, all the newspapers? Did I click on something here? Oh, okay. I've got the subscription. I must have accidentally turned that on. If you build a road right up to the border, you could make a connection to neighboring cities. I think it may give you some passive income. Oh, that's very interesting. We're not too far from the border. Do we just go ahead and, like, drag it straight out for no particular reason? Or, and does it have to be a highway in order to do that? All right, so we have equal... We've got a little bit of income coming in. Let's see. I can't recall if you get... It can be a road or a highway. Okay. The other thing I want to do is go ahead and set up some more power generation. I think I'm going to do something a little bit more... Matter of fact, I'm going to rotate my screen so I can see this area a little bit better. And find out if I can continue to get funding for this. I actually started another... Yes, you can just drag the road right to it. Okay. I did this in the other... Or I started up another game just to mess around with things. And I made a fun little configuration, which I'm going to try to rebuild here as much as our budget will let us. Oops. And as much as my ability to click with mouse. And yes, you can drag a road right to it. Okay, perfect. Did you copy this? or did your copy of this come with the SimCity Urban Renewal Kit? That's a good question. This is the special edition, but I don't remember it talking about the Urban Renewal Kit. I get a feeling the answer to that is no. Alright, so we're gonna drop down. I'll start with 5. You can freely build a custom map for free before you start with it. Okay. I am not aware of that. Doesn't mean it hadn't happened, but I am not aware. No worries, I followed. Let's see, I want to now add water pumps. So I did this setup, and I think you either had this recommendation or you inspired it for me. Let's see, it's $100 per water pump, so I can go a little bit wild with this more so than the power plants, which are $400 a pop. And now as I'm building out that, I guess it's opposite on camera, but out in this direction, that's going to give me a good source of power for that area. Alright, have we had any changes? No. He wants to raise taxes. Crime's low. Fire's good. I'm going to have to put another police station in the area if that map still holds true. Is this on Steam? This is actually on GOG. GOG.com. Good old games. I think that's right. So, just gonna look it up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Good Old Games, and it's the special edition. Alright, let's... So I think I'm going to do some strips of... I'm thinking, what do I want to do? Dense commercial, or... Yeah. I'm going to do this one a little bit differently than I've done. So very experimental. I'm going to do it out more this way to give me room for police and fire down here. Matter of fact, let me plan out the roads first. It might be a good idea for me to do that. Oh, it does come with the kit. Nice. So I could potentially have some very interesting fun. All right, 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do residential, commercial, and industrial in 3-column strips. And I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but everything I've done has probably not been a good idea to start with, so you know what? Let's just run with it. I mean, if it's a bad enough idea, stop me, but... Oh, that's right. I was going to do certain areas in here, so... That's right. I was going to leave that area open. Let me do this. I can still salvage this. Demolish and clear. I just still find it very interesting that roads are explosive. Alright, let's run... Let's get those water pipes in place. Done. There. And actually, I'll probably want to go ahead and pull this through here, because I'm going to have water pipes for the buildings I'm using. And I might as well complete that circuit there. Bring this through here. I always like to run on the main pipes under roads. See, that's the smart way. That's like the true, the correct, the good and perfect way to do it. But I have not been following that. Part of it, I keep thinking it's like, oh, but if I build them under the roads, I can't see them. I guess you can turn off the roads, can't you? Yep. Matter of fact, this has just exposed a missing link in the pipe. And I might as well go ahead and hook these up too. That's true. That's true. That's actually a very excellent point. I keep thinking, the reason that I've been dragging them through the center area is because that's where the actual housing is. And I keep thinking, hey, if it's going to build off of it, it's going to build off like a... for example, when you run power lines through an area, typically they start building where the power lines are. I keep thinking in my head, it's like, oh, this gives it a bigger surface area where they will start to build and expand from. But you're right, it really makes a lot more sense to do it around the edges, because still, that's going to give you more surface area in contacting the houses anyway. Maybe I'll start doing that. Thank you for the inspiration. I just needed to talk through that, think through my logic, and then completely dismiss it. My logic, not your logic. But yeah, that's more likely the way that a lot of that is actually done, is through underneath the roads, especially in cities. Where am I going to? That's right, I need power lines. Let's see. And I'll just go ahead and run 2 sets in here. And now I actually need to fill it in. Because I've only done 3 squares, I'm going to go ahead and do dents on all 3. Oop. Especially since they are all in equal demand. I probably should make industrial light, but again, decisions were made, and I think we need a police station in this area. So I'm gonna place that here. I made this 4 squares for... Oh yeah, I need to look and see if that actually hit the water pipe. Parched rioters, grandma turns 100, businesses struggle, and hasty heart disease. Prestopia flourishing. Well, there's some good news. Prestopia has matured from a buzzing municipality to a bustling community. With a population of over 10K, the municipality has more than earned a city hall, which will be donated by commerce and industry officials in Prestopia. Commerce and industry constituents long supported the mayor, claiming he makes Prestopia a great place to do business. As soon as Mayor SimCity 2000 mayor designates the spot for the new city hall, the structure will be erected, standing mildly as a sign of Prestopia's growth and prosperity. This reporter overheard local trophy maker say, "Jeepers, that was the most melodious sun I've ever seen." Why some denizens react like this has always been a mystery to me, threw in Lamar Maynard. Rioters plus picture of Capitol, that is eerie. You know, you have a very, very specific point. I kind of just want to read through this. All right. A car, I guess. That's how you Q-A-T-A. Yeah. I'm going to assume Qatar stated yesterday that it supports its rioters. In their peacekeeping efforts, the rioters ambushed the Capitol. Their actions, they reported, were the only way they will possibly avert hostilities. Chancellor Yamato, astute with the news, spurted, "It has been proposed that we cease investigation of the root of this violence." His only child, Marlon, agreed. These actions will undoubtedly spark further violence, perhaps commanded by the bald chancellor himself. A study of 37 vagabonds indicated general support, although a quorum objected to the decision. Local law enforcement personnel were forced to dress extra warm for their statement. Yeah, I think you're right. They do seem to reference the Middle East quite a bit. I'm going to close that for now, and I need to look and see if the police have water. Yes, the police have water. Perfect. I like my police well hydrated. All right. So we've got that built. I wonder if we have anything that is being demanded at the moment. All right, so we're bringing in taxes pretty well again. Or continuing to bring in taxes pretty well. What do we want to do with... I guess we can go ahead and build the rest of those power plants that I was intending to. There we go. That did pretty well. And I'm gonna bring that power and just connect it to... that did not go as planned. How do I back out? Do I hit escape? No? Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think parks provide power. Oh man, I keep doing it like exactly in parallel with the roads. There we go. And as I put buildings in there, that'll fill in. I just feel bad about this one. I wish I could undo those power lines. Yep. Parks have no power. Okay, I'm just going to rebuild this road because I do not want to see that flashing at me the whole time. No power moving forward. All right. So we choose that, but here we are. And so we've got that additional water and power over here. Cop nabs raccoon. Officer Edward was called to the rescue when Andrea, a pet bald raccoon. Is that like a naked mole rat kind of thing? I have that picture. Did you build an airport yet? I have not built an airport yet. I also seem to remember that those create a lot of pollution. So I think I need to build that away from the city, don't I? Pet bald raccoon managed to wedge herself in the top branches of an oak tree. Edward arrived within minutes and spent the next 1 hour, plural, trying to coax the poor creature down. When raccoon treats and a jetpack proved useless, Edward tried brandishing his pistol as a joke. Finally, Edward had to climb the tree, grab Andrea by the elbow, and haul her down. A grateful Manning family gave the officer a subscription to Raccoon Digest. Golly gee, sighed Edward. I had nothing better to do. The incident reminded this reporter of a fair jock who once knew who used to paint. He once knew who used to paint. Okay, I don't know why I tripped over that. The incident reminded this reporter of a fair jock he once knew who used to paint underwears. We haven't seen this in Prestopia in quite some time, imparted talk show host Theodore. Let's see, does this give any additional information? No, okay. Play Cyber. Incredible. Play Cyberpunk 2000. Mind-blowing. Instead of Cyberpunk 2077, this is Cyberpunk 2000. Or whatever it is. I have not actually been paying it much attention because I know I don't have a computer capable of even considering Cyberpunk. Let's see. Just make sure there's no skyscrapers by them. The plane will literally crash into them. Good to know. Yeah, let's have none of that. But you know what? We're actually really close to the edge of the city now. Let's go ahead and build that road that just goes off into the ether. Yeah, I'm going to put it there, and then I'm going to move the camera over so I can actually see what I'm doing. You know what? Sure, why not? Harpersville, 9. Is that 9 miles? Let's see. Windows. Neighbors. I think we want to send one off to Blake to the right too, right? How far are we from that side of the... You can have multiple connections, so it numbers them. Gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of far. I'm not gonna just run a road out into the middle of nowhere at the moment. But we've got something. But the bigger city is... I forget the camera inverts it, is up in this... going this direction. I'm sure the size of the city has some kind of benefit. People demand more residential areas. I could make this whole area residential too. Alright. What else do we want to do? Oh yeah, the airport. Also, we have a city hall apparently. I guess we should go ahead and do something with it. Wild winds destroy a single tree. A tornado, destruction in one of Mother Nature's nastiest forms. Checked into Prestopia yesterday at 9:37 p.m. yesterday. Okay, so I did see the word yesterday. For 18 minutes, Prestopia was at the mercy of intense winds, which followed an erratic course, literally in the city and out instantly. Displacing cars, destroying homes, decimating one single tree. It says at least 24 residents died. I'm like, a single tree died. I mean, that's literally all that just happened. It was toxic, exclaimed Prestopia native Andrew Kirby. My 11th response was cripes. Then I took cover. We need to work on your incident response skills, buddy. The storm's worst was localized near a cushion where wind-tossed trash cans reduced t-shirts and tights, front windows to rubble. This ain't kite flying weather. Still. That's it. Okay. As long as it's like not 10 tornadoes that popped up all at the same time. Sweet. 24 people hanging under that tree, apparently. Way out there at the edge of the city, there's just 22 people hanging out under a tree. Like, what were they doing? We need some kind of deep lore about what 24 people were doing under a tree in the middle of tornado weather. You know what? Here's City Hall. Oh. And I'm going to put it right near the park. But I am not going to give it power. Okay, I'll give it power. Man, that looks like Capitol Hill right there. Now I feel like I need to put a road in front of it. This map looks like a Sonora O. Okay. Or the territory. North of Mexico. Okay. Well, let me zoom out and you can see the whole map here. And get an overview of this mess, this concoction that I have built. That has no skilled city planning at all in any way, shape, or form. So yeah, welcome to Prestopia. That's gonna be my sign on the road. Is like, welcome to Prestopia. Take it or leave it. Come here if you want to. Leave if you don't. It's just very matter of fact. Obvious statements. Alright, let's zoom back in. And finally build that airport. Alright, you know, we've got all this power over here. We can build the airport out on this side. That'd probably be a good place for it, where it's just away from everything. Let's level this area out. I'm going to save this backside a little. Oh. Actually wanted that area to remain. There we go. And I think I'm just going to build a swath of airport, like right in here. Let's get some power lines. Let's get some water. Okay, apparently there is something that I cannot do there. But you know what? We'll just go the long way around. And shoot, I'll just connect it to this. Where is... Alright. Airport time. How expensive are airport tiles? 250 a pop. Man. Alright, I was gonna say, that should deny me if I just try to go overboard with it. How exactly do I want to do this? I'm also gonna have to build roads out there. I think it needs to be at least 5 long to spawn a runway. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, there we go. Now we just need some roads. Oh, there's a runway. Nice. Alright, I need to do something with this. Okay. Uh-oh, we got the SimCopter out. Get to the chopper. Sweet. Wow, we've actually got we've got two runways coming. I like how the runway though is right in front of the power lines. Let's just do something about that. I have no idea why that happened, but it did. Good timing with that airplane coming in. Yeah, I'm just glad I got that telephone pole out of the way when I did. That was not going to go well. Well, sweet. We have ourselves an airport. So we've got a seaport, we've got an airport. Actually, we've got multiple seaports. Could technically build another seaport over here. Is there any advantage to doing a bigger seaport? Like a particularly large seaport area? Alright, so residential is still in high demand. So here's what I'm going to do. Gonna put that there. Gonna lay down some trees. Can't remember the exact numbers, but there is a finite benefit. Okay. So it's not like, hey, let's make half the map a seaport and there will be some kind of benefit to that. And industrial's going crazy. I want to see what some of these buildings are. I love the fact that they give you the ability to look at the information here. Large factory, high density, office building, more office building, small office building, condominium. Nope, I remember I tried to build max population city and I literally just had one corner of ocean. Church. What else? City Hall, employees 10, built in 2218. Analysis. Oh, that's neat. Transportation. 282 acres, or 482 acres. 34% of the city. 24 being residential, industrial being 13%. Commercial being 5%. Your city is 1/3 roads. Unlike real cities, which are 1/3 parking lots. Hashtag change my mind. You know, still need to... Let's check out that map, because I was starting to have a crime problem, and I need to look at the... what was it? That budget that keeps coming up. I keep dismissing it almost just like, okay, I'm making money. I don't need to see anything else. Lots of pollution. Alright. Oh, wrong button. Let's raise taxes. No advice. No advice. Crime is at a low. Our coverage is excellent. Hospitals are good. Education's good. Okay, I guess I'm not going to add any police stations. Looks like we're starting to get a little bit of density over here in the industrial area. I suppose that's not terribly surprising. I should probably not put a residential area right there after all. Maybe just to balance out some of that density, do a light commercial area. Oh no, well, yeah, I can afford to do a little bit more commercial. Let's see. Play the online mode. I don't think there's an online mode for this. This is so old. I don't think there's any multiplayer support at all. This game is too old, no online. Yep. Sad day. That would be interesting. Unless somebody's got like an independent project or like a web-based version that does like support some kind of online. Alright, we want to add pipes. Want to share your city? Put it on a floppy disk to your friends. It's cool. Good old sneaker net. That is true. You know, I need to... I said I was going to start taking your advice, and I'm going to do it. There we go. That should show. Yep. Literally did that. Yes. I didn't do that with SimCity, but I have definitely shared like save files and things like that via SneakerNet. But you're right. Good old floppy disk. I don't know if you're hearing that over chat, but we've had some low-flying jets lately. I live near we actually live near 2 military bases. One is a Marine base, and the other is a naval base, but it's a naval air station. So we get a few low flyovers every now and again. Alright, so we've got some commercial, which of course instantly went down. But now that we're on the other side of the industrial area, I'm going to put some space, like I did over here. Let's see, I live close to a small airport, mostly single prop.
Copter 1 reporting heavy traffic.
Copter 1. I forgot that he used to do that. And I think if you went around, the helicopter would actually be over where the traffic is. Is that correct? Alright, there's the plane incoming. Let's see, hold down Shift key while clicking the mouse on any button or area. This will bring up dialog box with the... Oh. That's neat. Hold Shift for help. Yeah, I think I had some kind of auto find or auto go to option turned on here. Option auto go to, there it is. Oh, and there's auto budget too. Somehow I feel like that's gonna lead me to disaster. Actually, you know what? This road isn't too bad, so before I start building out that way, I should just go ahead and build in this area with some light residential. Oop. I don't suppose that would hurt anything to do so. I think auto budget just skips that year in screen. Okay, gotcha. I was thinking that it actually adjusted the numbers for you or something like that. Needs to be within 3. Yep. I had that moment where it was like, is it 4? No. Or the territory stolen by the United States. Sorry, lag. When I typed you, that was still at 4. No, that's good. That's good. By all means. How much does environmental damage does the city produce to the arid ecosystem of the place? Basically, the way that they handle any environmental things. Let me go to that. The map. So the only real things that, and I just closed it. Whoop. So the only things that I really
Reporting
heavy traffic. That they really point out is pollution. The wider areas being low pollution, this area being no pollution, and the darker these areas are filled in, the more pollution it's supposed to represent. Here I really don't have a significant amount of pollution because I try not to... Uh-oh. Something happened. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We've got an airplane crash happening. Where is he gonna land? Ooh. And I should probably change speed to pause to let me... Let's see, it does not let me... Oh. Well, we have a plane crash in progress. Let's go ahead and I'm going to put it on llama speed. I don't think there's really any dispatch firefighters. There we go. I can't send fire trucks here. Okay, so we're... Okay, so I've got 2 spots that I can... Yeah, I have not actually had to deal with... Oh my goodness. Much disaster here. Do you know the... Do you know the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise? I have been made aware of such a tragedy. Alright. Oh, but now it's like out of control here. Oh man. Good grief. Okay, you can only send as many as you have fire stations. Man, this is getting out of control. If you can contain that top left, it should burn itself out. Man, this is brutal. Oops. So I guess they're effective for like a 1-block radius or something like that. There we go. Wow. Crash squishes 42. A commercial jet carrying multitudes of inhabitants was forced to make a crash landing in a puny field near Sylvia Dinosaur Ranch. Approximately 42 were killed in the emergency landing. Pilot Lamar O'Hare, a colorful ex-Navy pilot, was unable to radio for help after losing all electrical power. O'Hare circled for minutes before spotting a suitable field to land his plane, where he was forced to land with the plane's gear up. Witnesses says the plane skidded across several fields, sparking small fires before permanently colliding with a dinosaur, which was one of the 4 grazing in the field. Lawyers are still debating all the ramifications, but should have a decisive conclusion after hordes of test cases. Prestopia is clearly in California. That does seem to be the case, although we have better taxes. All right. I'm going to pause I'm going to pause as we try to figure out how to clean up this mess. Alright, looks like some of the zoning is preserved, so that's going to be helpful in figuring out what... Whoops. Alright, let's do single clicks for a little bit near the important areas. Let's not blow up the power plants. Alright, we've got some areas without power. At least I didn't spend all the money before this happened. Looked like over half of it was low density, so not as bad as it could have been. That's true. Alright, that's all cleaned up. So let's get some roads back in place. Presume that went like that. Now we probably had something running all the way down here. Then this probably went up here, came across. I don't think I had anything between here and here. I hate that once I do that, I have to actually build it. Alright, now let's run power lines and get things back up and going for these folks. And probably just run some power lines into that area. Run some power lines across here. And I don't think our pipes get damaged, do they? Doesn't look like it. Matter of fact, it actually keeps the pipes for all the housing, so that's really interesting. Alright. Let's go ahead and hit play and see if anything is flashing at me. Alright, so Dear Airport. Dear Prestopia Airport, please hire pilots that are not labeled as colorful. Thank you. Alright, so we had just built this residential area, and they're still begging for more residential. So you know what? We're gonna give them more residential. Let's see, I want to use this area here. And I am gonna give a 3... I'm gonna do a 4 square break in between the two. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this area. But I know we can do things like stadiums that are 4 squares, 4x4. I think there's some other parks and stuff like that that are also 4x4. All right, so 1, 2, 3. And 4. And I'm just doing this because I'm going to make them higher density. So I'm just going to do a 3x3 square area there. This is going to limit us. But maybe to average out our density, we'll do another low density area here. Or not a low density, but a 2 square, but still high density residential there. I wonder if I need to worry about how I'm doing on electricity. I wonder if I look at the power station if it tells me how close I am to being tapped or if it's just the total supply. Where is that info? I'm having a brain fart here. There it is. Max system output. Statistics are... Yeah, it does tell you. There's a way to view total power usage somewhere. Let's see. This shows something. Oh, okay, never mind. Windows. Graphs. Power percent. Here we go. Let's see. So we're using 38% of our power and 65% of our water. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Our education system is at 93%. I guess we're getting close to. Crime is low. Value is high. Yep. Federal rate. National. Actually, I should probably look at the 10-year. GNP. Huh. Leveled out there for a bit. Unemployment is all over the map. But it's low right now. Alright, so let's go ahead and fill in this with residential as I so have desired. And of course I need to do our water pipes. Let me pause things just for a little bit while I do that. Yeah, I just want like a chance to breathe. Go ahead and lay some pipes. And I can't remember if I ended up laying them here. I don't believe I did. But I'm going to go ahead and connect them up to the other water pipes. Oops, missed the road on that one. Alright, bring it down here. How are we looking? There we go. Nice. Okay. And bring it back up. Get some power going. Yeah, it actually feels really good to put the pipes there because before I was kind of like, oh, am I going to have water service? But now it just feels like, oh, okay, where I have a road, I have service. Yeah, that definitely works so much better. I appreciate the suggestion. All right, let's go ahead and get this going. And we're going to do a second dense residential right here. Stay away, airplane. I haven't figured out what I want to do with that small area right there. What do we have? What do we have as options? Zoo, stadium, marina. We've done a big park already. We don't have a stadium. Oh. Oh. So we have a very important decision to make here, which involves sports. Alpacas. All right, baseball it is. There we go. do want another police or fire station, especially after that previous incident. And since we are so far from the previous police stations, we probably do need one in this area. So let's go ahead and do that. I know that's going to drop our revenue a little bit. We already have city facilities. We haven't done any public transportation or mass transit. Oh, but we're still doing... Oh, well, I need to wait for a full year before I make that judgment. Actually, there was one thing. We do have... Mr. Launch a satellite to collect solar power, then beam it down to Earth. Microwave power is very efficient, clean, reliable. Unfortunately, the effects of a mistargeted beam are as yet unknown. So that probably creates like a deadly laser that runs through your city. And then there's the fusion plants. There's solar power. I don't know. This has been very good to us, so I'm going to keep working with that.
Helicopter 1 reporting.
Why does that sound like Kermit the Frog? Why is Kermit the Frog reporting traffic for SimCity? I just had that realization. Fusion has no downsides, but still needs to be replaced every 50 years. Well, especially as fast as I'm running the, or that I'm running things on the highest speed. 50 years is actually really fast. Or a really short time, or at least it's going to feel like it. Because we're already in 2281. Stadium. Zoo. Small park. Oh, small park's a 1x1. Two fusion plants can power an entire city. Oh, man. Parks probably don't require power, so I can just put it wherever. Like, hey, there's a little park. And people are happy about it. Big park, zoo, stadia, and marina. I swear there was a 2x2 park. Another version. Maybe. Let's see. We can add trees. We can add water. Shoot, just to fill in that area, why not? You ever put your mayor's house? Yes, I did. That is way down here, I think. Back in the old town.
Helicopter 1 reporting heavy traffic.
Okay, your mom jokes are very popular in my in-laws' family. I just want to respond to SimCopter by saying, your mom's reporting heavy traffic? Where did I put the mayor's house? I felt like I put it, like, somewhere around there. Oh. Oh boy. Another airplane.
Mayday!
Crash maims llama. Gonna land in the river, looks like. Almost. A domestic jet containing a foreign soap opera star, a spitting llama, and 155 bananas crashed into Earl's Bait and Tackle, which was located on the other side of the river with no road access, smashing all the patrons inside. Barbara Schneider, the store's owner, was scared at the loss. Scarred? Scared? Anyway, I've spent my whole life building this empire. Why me? Why not Chris? All 106 passengers aboard were... I'm trying to figure out how you fit 100 passengers and 155 bananas, but anyway. Well, I guess in my mind I'm like one bunch of bananas per seat. I don't know. I guess that's not really that many bananas. Passengers aboard were killed and a spitting llama is missing. The cantankerous mammal is probably suffering from warts and desires treatment right away. Mayor SimCity 2000 mayor urges all Prestopia inhabitants to take immediate action on placement of this ordinance before anything else. Dr. Wright couldn't be reached for comment, but his partner, who is on call, replied hoarsely, "I'm glad it wasn't me," then excused himself to wash his foot. So, Prestopia's ugly side. Pollution is 13% of the issue. Traffic, taxes, and crime. So, well, you know what? There we go. I'll say that's a lot of plane crashes. I like the Dr. Wright. Yes, that is that's definitely a good reference there. All right. What else do we want to do? We've got residential up. So we've got all the major facilities, right? I don't like that some of the airport is undeveloped. That feels off to me. We can buy more airport, though. Please tell me I did select airport. Okay, good. Alright, so that's populating. I wonder if it's because I've got that power... No, they would replace that, wouldn't they? Man, so at this point, it's just continuing to expand the city. There's not like a... You know, let's go ahead and connect to the other cities. Just make like an insane long road out there. This is that road that you never want to break down on. I mean, not that anyone wants to break down, but still. One of those long Midwest roads. Can't remember the exact name of it. There's a Space Needle reward for the next population milestone. Oh, okay. And I think you can build... Oh, okay. Oh, and we're really near the, Let's see, will this blow anything up if I build it? Nope. We're really close to the, border here. This is one I should have done a long time ago. All right, let's take a look at our neighbors, because it's been a long time since I've looked at those maps. Oh man, Blake has just exploded past us on city size. One launch. Arcology. 65,000. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That's... Yeah, no kidding. That is crazy. Alright, so we've got a bit more space out here that we can take advantage of. Kind of the... I'm counting this as like the easy space. Oh yeah, let's look at those stats on how we were doing with the... Where is it? Graphs. How we're doing with our power grid. Now, after building that whole area, is this how much grid is left? Let's see, integrates your power surplus. Okay, measured as an inverse percent of usage. The percent indicates how much power is left. Okay, well that's still good. Water percent indicates your water surplus. We don't need any more water pressure for a while. Okay. Unemployment, I'm assuming that's percentage of people who want to find work but cannot. National population. Federal rate. Also, let's take a look at these real quick. No advice, no advice. Crime is low. Fire coverage is good. Hospitals are good. Oh. More adequately funded grade schools. Okay. So we need more grade schools. I'm good with that. Education is a measure of your citizens' educational level. It is measured using an educational quotient EQ. The average national citizen has an EQ of 100. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's educate our folks. Let's get edumacated. And, you know, we'll go ahead and do... You know, did I do a library yet? Oh, here's a 2x2 thing we can put somewhere. For whatever reason, I just want to go ahead and clear this area out. I want to put a library there. Where's my library? Oh. Oh, that's right. They, I've got to dezone it also. Now I can put my library there. I have made my decisions. There we go. Let's get some... power there. Or get some water there, get some power there. Didn't need to dezone, but you need to clear the debris. I think I wanted to dezone because they were gonna I would have had to pause the game or dezone because they kept having to, or they kept rebuilding when I was trying to build there. So we've got a grade school. I also want to go ahead and do another college. Oh. Could do that here. If I just level that area. There we go. And go ahead and put water pipes and power. This is where I should actually just go ahead and do that. Sweet. Back to the map. And let's take a look at our graph now. Hopefully that should go up, right? Yeah, I should look at the 1 year. We're just injecting the education directly into the population, so it should instantly go up, right? All right, that cut into our funding, but that's fine. So if the educational quotient is at 95 and the average is 100, that means that we have a less educated than average population. I probably need to build more educational institutions then. Actually, I don't... Did we do a museum? I remember we did that zoo. They'll just make that like the education square over here. So maybe when he's saying adequate, that's not a good thing.
Helicopter 1 reporting heavy.
Is there another graph that... Oh, not graph. Map that shows education or something? Firepower. Land value. Crime is very low. That was 100 years, so you may not see the change. Yeah, let me go back to the... Because it was like hanging at 93, 94 before. I wonder if I'm so far behind with the number of schools that I need for the area. Or something to that effect. Let's do this. These are really ugly, and I should probably do something to fix that. But... Oop. Oh yeah, that's right. This has a very Windows 3.1 feel to it.
Helicopter 1 reporting heavy traffic.
Could probably get rid of that water tower now that you're sufficiently large. Is it detrimental to get rid of them? Well, that would actually be a good place for something. Although, what can I put there? Taking up space. School, college, library, museum. How big's the school? School is a 3x3, right? Yeah. What do our pipes look like there? Oh man. Things look messy. But I'm thinking if I do a few replacement water pumps and then take these out, maybe I can get a school in there. Oh, that's a good idea. Go ahead and do a library instead. Oh. I see why you were saying library. Never mind. But you know what? I'll do that. We'll let it, we'll let all that grow back. Alright. Whoops. You already cleared, so I may as well do the school. I'll go ahead and just do the library. I wasn't thinking. Alright. Let that industrial area grow back in. Man, that traffic though. Let me rotate. I want to look at... Man, even around that corner area. I blame the police station. They can't direct traffic. Is that, the low-fat? Nope, it's just a generic one. That's why they're bad at directing traffic. Alright, let's take a look at our education graph now. Alright, so how do I educate people? Let's see. I wonder if I need to start looking at these ordinances. Alright. Legalized gambling, parking fines. The legalized gambling probably ups crime a bit, even if it brings in more revenue. And parking fines, that probably brings in more revenue and keeps crime down, but probably lowers people's satisfaction. Pro-reading campaign. The rest of these... I mean, crime is pretty low, so I'm not worried about the anti-drug. CPR training. Neighborhood watch. That's probably just more specifically for crime, and that doesn't seem to be a big issue. Energy conservation. Nuclear-free zone. Homeless shelters. Give a hoot. Read a book. Pollution controls. They've kind of asked that on and off. Alright, so we got our total at 70, dropping 77. Let's see what happens. Volunteer fire department, public smoking ban. Maybe that'll reduce pollution. Free clinics, junior sports. Tourist advertising. Let's promote businesses. Tourist advertising. Like, maybe that brings stuff in from other cities. Not worried about the carnival things. Alright, I know that's going to take in or hit our budget a little bit, but let's see what happens. Maybe if people are happy enough or something. Oh, it looks like I missed a couple of old fire damaged areas. I think that reduces citizens' happiness, doesn't it? If there's like a like if there's still old fire, what's that stuff called? Damage. People are like, it's so ugly. I don't want to look at it anymore. Let's see. Let's do a marina here. Seaport. That's what I mean. More seaport. The cowbell of SimCity. Alright, Ordnance Lady has no advice at this time. Now, I wonder if you make a seaport that doesn't join to the water, if that actually does anything. Alright, so let's take a look at some graphs now that a couple of years have gone by with the ordinance. We've barely made a dent in the education. We bumped it up one level. Alright. That hasn't changed. Value went down, actually. Probably because of the industrial component of it. Commerce hasn't really changed. Oh wait, those are the percent of the city. Pollution went down a little bit. I think I want to undo a couple of those ordinances. Those don't seem to be doing anything for us then. Pro-reading campaigns, good. Pollution controls, you know what? Do business advertising. We'll keep that. And let's go back to the graphs. See if that suddenly starts going up. Pollution went up as soon as I turned off the pollution controls. Pollution indicates the amount of air pollution is measured in parts per million. Okay. And what is health measured as anyway? Health is an average measure of your citizens' health. It is measured in life expectancy, which is the number of years a laborer is expected to live. 64. Huh. I mean, that's not terrible, but... Oh, our education went up another notch. So maybe it's a slower process that comes in over time. Like, you don't really get to see the results of it until, what is it, 12 years down the road? It still seems to be going... yeah, it's up to 97 here. Alright, so we're getting somewhere. Alright. We're still at Cheetah, right? Yep. Perfect. All right. Now, if it weren't for natural disasters, I would be interested in like just letting the city run itself for like 1,000 years, kind of like fast forward through everything, and then just see where things end up. It's interesting how it seems you can only ever reach average as max. I mean, that's true. We added a lot of educational facilities, and yet it really didn't feel like a lot grew. Let's see, how much surplus power and water did we have? Because they're asking for more industrial here. Oh, we have a disaster. Oh boy. Where is he gonna land now? Okay. Turtle, please. Oh, why am I doing police? There's my problem. Man, it's this whole same area. This poor place is getting battered. Man. Crash pounds 21. Jet carrying multitudes of denizens were forced to make a crash landing in a miniature field near the Floyd Snake Ranch. Approximately 22 were killed in an emergency landing. Pilot Thor Quincy, a distraught ex-Navy pilot. Okay, maybe the common thread is the ex-Navy pilot component. Although distraught does not exactly make a good resume make. Was unable to radio for help after losing all electrical power. Quincy circled for minutes before spotting a suitable field to land his plane, where he was forced to land with the plane's gear up. Witnesses said the plane skidded across several fields, sparking puny fires before discreetly colliding with a snake, which was one of two grazing in the field. I have questions. The incident reminded this reporter of a cute drummer he once knew who used to attack kazoos. Okay. I need to take this picture for Jared, the 8-bit drummer, because he drums and he plays the kazoos, and yeah. I just want a screenshot of this. An adoring jogger knelt down. And that's it. An adoring jogger knelt down. Period. End of article. Man. Alright, so let's clean up this disaster, and then I am going to call it an evening. Man, the value of this neighborhood just went down dramatically today. Oh, thank goodness I know how to deal with that a lot easier than before. And let me just make sure power lines are set up for everyone. And we should be ready to move forward. Yeah, that's crazy. Same spot as before. I just realized that I could actually put a single residential spot right there. No reason. Alright, they are rebuilding. Man, that is crazy though. All right, disaster recovered. So at this point, I am going to go ahead and call it a night. I appreciate you joining me and having fun as we continue to build this city. I feel like we've kind of reached a point of equilibrium. I don't know if I want to
SimCopter 1 reporting
try to continue to push this anymore. Maybe the next episode, like, we unleash the cheats and just like have some crazy fun with it, or if we say, all right, we've built up the city, let's like walk through the disasters and see what we can do. And I don't know, just go from there. I am open to suggestions, so throw some in Discord, and maybe we'll do a scenario with the city that we have spent the last, 3 episodes building, and go from there. Let me know what you want to see. In the meantime, I appreciate y'all joining, and I hope that you will join me again next time for another old school game. Good night.